Hey everybody, I want to take a quick look at the Taurus PT-1911. Now this gun, I've had it for a couple years, and I've got a pretty good idea of a couple points I want to mention on it. I'm not going to do a full review because there's plenty of them out there on this gun and on single stack 1911s in general. So let's see, I guess we'll start with a few of the specs here. It has an ambidextrous safety here that basically is meant for carrying this gun in condition 1 form, which is going to be hammer back, safety up. It also has the grip safety, and it also has a third safety that not a lot of people talk about with the Taurus, and that's going to be this little Allen wrench thing on the end of the hammer that's unique to the Taurus 1911. Now it comes with these little keys, and basically you can lock that hammer or unlock that hammer to basically safe the gun with, I guess it's an alternative to having a trigger safety, which they, any gun store is going to include anyways. But I don't really like that safety. I think it's kind of pointless. It adds extra parts into the gun that don't need to be there, and I really think it's kind of pointless. And I probably could have not put that in and saved a little bit of cost on the production of this gun. And not to say that this gun is expensive anyways. I think I got this for $600 or something like that a couple years ago, $650 maybe, which is pretty good for a single stack 1911, especially one of this quality. It comes with 2 magazines, and they're 8-round plus 1 in the chamber capacity for this pistol, which is pretty standard for a single stack 1911. A few things I like about the gun: the trigger is actually really good. It's a light trigger pull. It does have some play in it. The trigger will play up and down, at least on mine, which is not so good, but you don't really notice it when you're shooting. Also, it's very accurate, although I do not like the Heini 8 sights it comes with, which is basically the 1 lower dot and the 1 front sight dot, and that's what it looks like through the sight picture. I don't like that at all. I just don't do well with it. Maybe some other people do, but I really don't like that Heini 8 sight. Regardless of that, I was still able to shoot it accurately. I just really didn't like the sight. Things I don't like about it: the Taurus hammer safety, which I just mentioned, not my favorite thing in the world. The ambidextrous safety, there's another gripe I have about this. The ambidextrous safety here has very poor retention. If I were to actually have this as my primary carry gun, I would definitely want to have this gunsmithed or even just replace this ambidextrous safety, because it can pop down very easily. It's not. I've seen some higher end 1911s that really hold retention on that, because it's a very important thing on 1911s to have that, have good retention there. So I don't really like that. I'm sure it can be fixed, but I just don't like how it comes out of the box. The Heini 8 sights aren't my favorite either, and it's a very, very heavy gun. I mean, this is a steel 1911, so let's, not compare it to a Glock or some polymer frame thing. Taurus has the technology to make things, polymer and light, but they chose to do a single stack 1911. That's why I'm really not going to take points away for the low capacity and the weight of this gun, because that's what it's, that's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be a 1911, not necessarily the lightest, most carry-friendly, high-capacity gun in the world. So it is what it is. Likability, I dig it. I definitely think if I were to own a 1911 and keep a 1911, it would be this one. I'm probably going to go ahead and sell this because, honestly, I've had it for 2 years, and it's kind of I've always wanted a 1911. It's a cool gun, but I just never shoot it. I really don't. I like to get out and shoot running gun style, and there's always just a better choice every time I, gather my things together and get ready to go shooting. There's always something with higher capacity that's lighter, because I really don't want to run around with this thing strapped to me, and it just gets left behind too much. So if you like 1911s and you don't mind the capacity and the weight, this is a good gun. This is a great 1911. There's plenty of things you can still do with this gun, but the base price of what you're going to buy this for just can't be beat, really. It's reliable, it's accurate. It might have a few things that aren't, exactly awesome that other 1911s might do better, but to each his own. It's a good gun.